Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? You guys wanted a top 10. At least, that's what the general population wants. That's what the masses want. That's what dominates a lot of the Fratcom media. But I watch a lot of media that isn't like that. Kind of storytelling, which is really fun. So, I've got a 10 list with one bonus. My inspiration for the list is things, and I was thinking for me, things that I would like as a gift, or what a man, if you're into fragrances, and there might be one or two of these things that you don't have. Maybe there's a lot of you that have all of these. Maybe there isn't a lot of you that have all of these. And I've included a range of price ranges, right? And let's start off with the first one. Actually, we're going left to right. Tumi's 19 Degrees. This is a very fresh but densely natured extrait de parfum. This thing has some cojones. It lasts, but it's fresh. It has kind of like a Ventisy opening. It has a raspberry note. Actually, really stunning stuff. And the price has significantly dropped. You can find this for half the price that you used to 2 years ago. Anyway, or whenever it originally dropped. But Tumi, 19 Degrees, that's number one. Actually, that was going to be, yeah, that's number one. That's number one. Next one up is a classic. This one also is a parfum. This is Terry d'Hermes. What do they call it? I don't know. I forgot the name. I just call it parfum. Terry d'Hermes parfum. This is a beautiful, beautiful orange, citrusy, dense experience that will not leave. It just stays around as long as you don't take a shower, wash it off. This thing hangs around, at least on my skin. Beautiful stuff. It's a classic. If you haven't tried it, this is one to sample, because you may not like the way the citrus comes off with that, grapefruit effect, kind of astringent, but beautiful, magnificently mature. It is, and sophisticated, and just effortless. Terry d'Hermes parfum. Next, from Algabra, Cuban tobacco. Oh my God, this is so beautiful, guys. This might be the only one I spray. It's very similar. It's very similar to, no, it's not. It just has a plum note in it that I was going to assume was similar. It's nothing like my scent of the day, which is Teriyaki Intense, by the way, or at least the scent of the morning. I haven't showered for the day. But Cuban tobacco from Algabra, oh my God, realistic kind of tobacco, in a way that it's freshly rolled cigars, possibly, and they just came off the assembly line with some other sweetness in the air. But God, this is good, man. It's an extrait. There's a trend. Bo likes extraits. Anyway, Cuban tobacco, number 3. Scents that you want to go with, if you haven't tried, you want to sample, things to gift yourself for the holiday. Next, from a house a lot of people are aware of, Amouage, this is Overture, or Overture Man. I don't always include the man in when I say these titles. Cuban tobacco. If I didn't spray Cuban tobacco, I would have sprayed Overture. One of my least worn favorites, because it is dense, it is particular, it does last all day. The dry down is an ambery wonderland. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful dry down. It is as dense as it looks. The bottle in person, guys, if you haven't seen it, absolutely stunning. Excellent atomizer. Amazing cap. Overture. or Overture Man by Amouage. Another one to think about gifting yourself. If you haven't tried it, sampled it, just keep it going. From MFK, Grand Soir. Oof, you don't have to say much about this one. This is Sade's in a bottle. This is a, to me, man, when I first smelled this DNA, I was stunned. It's like something you've already smelled. It's like something you would already have smelled before in your life. And you're like, wow, I haven't smelled that in a while. You know, it's like this song from Sade. Oh my God. Grand Soir. If you haven't sampled Grand Soir by 2025, put your nose on it. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment down below. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, if you don't mind. Anyway, Grand Soir, number 5 on the list. Yeah, you need to grab this. You need to grab it. This is one to treat yourself. Oh my God, it's intoxicating, my brothers and sisters. Next one. Baruti's Perverso. Probably the least amount of experience with, well, no, actually, I've got a decent amount of wearings in. This is, dark, erotic. Reminds me of a Francesca Bianchi a bit. It has that sexy animalistic way with it. It's an extrait. Juice, darkly colored. I'm imagining that's a natural coloration too. But this is one that, again, pops up on discounters and you can find at an amazing price. Amazing prices. You don't get a lot, but you don't need a lot of sprays with this one. Depending how, if you're an oversprayer like me, you're still going to do your 8 sprays. But you don't need it. You know what I mean? Less is more with Perverso. Anyway, one to treat yourself with. One that people don't really talk about that much. Shout out to Kaleidoscope Records for putting me onto that one. Or Kaleidoscope Fragrances. Pardon my referencing of the name. He doesn't know me. I just watch the videos. Started popping up on my feed a couple months ago. Anyway, the next one from Zaharov, Leather to Back. Signature Leather to Back. If you want something that's really stand out from the house, and I haven't tried much, I only have 2 bottles. I'm sure the signature collections are amazing. I really haven't sampled any. But God, this is... And I bought this before, I think, the reformulation. I think there may have been a reformulation, something with the birch tar or birch, if that's a note. I believe that's in here. This is pungent in a gorgeous way. When you first put your nose on it, you may wonder, well, if you're a rookie, you may say, wow, why would somebody wear that maybe? God, this is intoxicating. Kind of one of the reasons I didn't put Royal Tobacco in here and I put Overture. Not to say that they smell the same at all. It's just that, Royal Tobacco also has a very, to me though, it's a lot sweeter than this. This is not, the sweetness in here has to be coming from some resins in a very different way. Just like our next one. But Zaharov's Signature Leather to Back. I need more wearings. I think I've felt like, I might be offending people sometimes. But I am not, because I know how to spray. And when I overspray, it's to make that presence, you know what I mean? And I know how it dissipates over time, where I may be projecting heavily the first hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and then die down into a moderate projection in my 3 to 5 hour, 6 hour range. I understand how to spray and do things that way. But I respect this fragrance so much. I've only put really 1 solid wearing in. I need to give it more wearings. My apologies, George. And again, George doesn't know me, but I've put more wearings in of 2010. Yeah, I've got a pretty decent dent on 2010. And I find, believe it or not, I like leather tobacco more. But 2010 is such a beautiful wearing experience. My God, when I got into the habit this summer, and it's almost like a green Chypre or Fougere, old school 2010 status for real. Beautiful experience. It's not available anymore. That's why it's not on there. But going back to the list, number 7, Zaharoff's Signature Leather Tobacco. One to treat yourself with, guys. The next one is not a sleeper either, guys. From Unique Luxury, we have Coute. This is a monster, guys. This is a monster, guy. They've gone through some bottle changes. I believe I've got the newer bottle now that's darkened and you cannot see through. There is an older bottle that you can see through that's out there, so don't think that you're getting a fake. But I was actually reading on their website. I forgot where I was, but I was reading, because now I'm getting Unique updates, and it seems like I'm finding them every day across my feed somewhere. But Coute, just like Signature Leather Tobacco, I wasn't giving it wearings because I was respecting it and wondering, am I going to be offending people? Am I going to be overpowering the situation? But again, I know how to spray. Yeah, you're going to be super present for the first couple hours, but you will simmer down. And if it's not rum, it's not rum. It could be rum, but I felt like it's another alcohol that's in here. It's gorgeous, beautiful whiskey. I feel like it's whiskey. Drop a comment down below. Is it whiskey that's in Coute? Because I don't think it's just a general alcohol note. I believe it's whiskey. But you guys let me know. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe. If you like 10 lists, maybe I keep putting 10 lists out, right? I've got a decent boudoir. I can make some top 10 lists every now and then. But Coute, if you haven't treated yourself, is one to put your nose on and go back to now. Because if you look on Joma Shop, prices are at all-time low for Unique luxuries. And you find them in other places too. But the next one, I had to put this down. Vertuse's Vanilla Oud. Not for everybody, admittedly so, but for me, yeah, when I first got this, I couldn't put it down. It was the last winter, and I haven't started wearing it this winter yet. I keep going for, other things that I want to put in the Coute wearing experience, but I need to just... I had to. I haven't even sprayed the bottle in like 2 months probably. Guys, this is ethereal. It's almost light, but extremely potent. It's like a different version of Tom Ford's Oud Wood. It's like Oud Wood with vanilla and super, super potent projection. Because if you overspray, this guy will not leave anybody alone. If you haven't put your nose on it, Vertue's does some really amazing work. Their quality of the ingredients is second to none, according to me. Probably according to others too, but Vertue's Vanilla Oud, oh my God. Oh, up close you get some of that oud. That I don't always go in for. I don't go in for it with Vanilla Oud. I experience it in the air. But if you haven't put your nose on it, sample it. Go to Lucky Scent, go to Scent Split, go wherever you go, sample it. See if this is going to be something that works with your DNA and your chemistry, because honestly, this is one of the standouts in my collection and easily a top 5. And I haven't worn it in a few months. Imagine that. How do you do that? But this is one to get your nose on, one to treat yourself this holiday season. If you haven't, Vanilla Oud is one to treat yourself with. So, We've got 2 more left, so that means this is number 10. From Nasamato, we have Duro. I wish I hadn't sprayed one of my other 2 right now, because Duro, demasiado loco. Esta vaina, durísimo, de verdad, loco. We're going to have to put this on strip. I'm so careful with bottles. I ended up with some of my Algabras. One of them for sure, I showed you guys in a video on the channel. I had to decant the entire bottle. My God, Duro. Number 10 for a reason. That's why I went from this way, that way. I'll leave it off the cap. Guys, this is not for everybody's scent. I shouldn't be holding it up to my nose so close, but man. Okay. You know what you can get on the low ski that will bring you close to this experience? And I don't know that I've heard anybody say this. They're not the exact same, but Bentleys for Men Intense will give you the same wearing experience as Nasamato Duro, in my humble opinion. Now, this dries down a lot sweeter than Duro, because I haven't spent the dry down with Duro, so I can't even say that. Guys, don't listen to what I'm saying about Duro yet. I have to live with that fragrance a lot more to really even make a video and speak on it. So, because look, I'm talking about it now. First impressions, and you know, the couple of hours that I wore it, intoxicated and in heaven. But then I ended up having to change, and I didn't go back to Duro. I ended up going a different route. I've been on a sweet tooth this winter. Been wearing a lot of my Teriyaki Intense, my Artisan Ethniques, my cheapies. And I've said this before on the channel. This is the last Stronger With You that I purchased, and I've gone through half the bottle already. That's in like not even 6 months with this collection. But Duro, I gotta put the cap back on now because I want to show you guys the bottle. If you haven't smelled Duro from Nasamato, it's one to sample because it is very strong. Just like the name implies, Duro in Spanish means hard. Treat yourself. It's an extrait again. It's an extrait de parfum. You find them at incredible prices and on discounters. Not even retail is not an exaggerant price. So you can go either way. Anyway, let's go to my bonus, which to me is, you can make this a one and done. You can make any of this to me a one and done, but ending it off with a designer, going with Gucci's Intense Oud. If you haven't put your nose on this, go to Sephora right now, right after this video finishes, which is another 2 minutes. Anyway, right after this, go to Sephora, get your nose on Intense Oud. They should have it in stock. I haven't checked, but I mean, it's a designer. It's a designer, for goodness sake. It is absolutely stunning, but honestly, I can't stop smelling Duro. No, it's everything. Yo, these are all intoxicating fragrances. Look at that. It's not even showing up great on camera. What's going on? Yeah, Gucci Intense Oud. Whew. You talk about another westernized oud, like the experience I was talking about with Vanilla Oud, comparing it to Tom Ford's Oud Wood. This is it, but kind of intensified in Gucci's way, and incredibly well done. Incredibly well done. This should be in a private line. This, to me anyway. Oh, we're gonna have to go and strip with this one because this is a stunner. It's not gonna be for everybody. This is for, and this entire list is not for the entry level nose. Not for the entry-level nose. Get a little more alcohol off the top with Intense Oud. But oh my God, if I would have given it a minute, yeah, I put my nose to it right away. You get a little alcohol with Gucci. That's okay. It's an EDP. Watch it dry down right now. And my nose is getting shot from smelling the what I'm smelling in the air because I'm picking it all up. But off strip, coñazo. If you like oud and you want to find it in a way that you can wear sophisticated in a special occasion way, but also kind of wear it in an everyday way, because it's not, believe it or not, this is not super expensive. You could find it on discounters for an amazing price. I don't know what the retail price is. Oh, another amazing oud. A lot of ouds in here. I wasn't thinking about that. Or a lot of dense, rich notes in here. This is not anything. There's no freshies in here. There's no freshies. But if I had to pick one, to put your nose on, to go with, honestly, the way in my sweet tooth right now, I would go Grand Soir. I keep smelling Gucci, but if you want to feel intoxicated, out of this list, Grand Soir hits the back of my head. You know, all of these do, but not in the sweet tooth way. Making sure none of these other do it in a sweet tooth way. These are all very serious fragrances for me that put me in. Oh, you know, the only other one that does it semi-sweet. No, it's sweet, but it's not. I was going to say the other one is my second choice would be Cuban tobacco, just because of my sweet tooth. So I would go with, right now, sweet but sophisticated. Yeah. My top two, serious, heavy duty, would probably be Amouage and Duro. I'm just talking about right now. Overture and Duro. And both, again, on gray market, you can find them at amazing prices. Now, these are definitely dense and serious and sophisticated, beyond measure. But that goes to you. I don't always dress like this. I dress like this a lot because I'm 50 years old and I don't have to dress up for anybody. But I got more than 50 button-up dress shirts in that closet and slacks galore. I had to do business. Anyway, que Dios te bendiga. That was my top 10, plus that bonus with the Gucci Intense Oud. Que Dios me lo bendiga. I hope you guys have a blessed one. Merry Christmas.